Two minds, 2 millennia apart, both changed the art of war forever. On one side, Sun Tzu of Wu, author of The Art of War.
知其中己，百战不殆。Know the enemy and know yourself, and you will never be defeated.
On the other, Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France.
L'art de la guerre et la science du courage. The art of war is the science of courage.
They see each other, two visions of command about to collide. History throws down. Sun Tzu versus Napoleon, the art of war, across time.
A great general is not defined by bravado or the size of his cannons, but by wisdom, discipline, and the harmony he creates between men, strategy, and circumstance. Leadership is about cultivating respect and obedience without resorting to cruelty. Strategy must be subtle, adaptable, and rooted in understanding both the enemy and oneself. As for technology, it is a tool, dangerous if misunderstood, powerful if applied with precision. The general who masters balance, foresight, and deception is the one who truly commands victory.
Bah! Philosophy cloaked in riddles may sound elegant, Master Sun, but war is not poetry. It is steel, blood, and fire. A great general is one who inspires men to march through snow, to starve and still fight, to die for glory. Leadership is about the iron will to command. Strategy is not vague metaphors about water or shadows. It is daring, decisive action on the field. And technology. It is the lifeblood of progress. The cannon, the musket, the column. These made empires tremble. A general must not only adapt to new weapons, he must wield them to reshape the battlefield.
True leadership breeds trust, not terror.
Trust is earned through victory, not words.
In Sun Tzu's world, discipline was an art form. Obedience through respect.
Leadership is not forcing men into obedience by fear or passion. True leadership is when soldiers trust their generals so deeply that they obey without hesitation. Discipline is the backbone, cruelty is the disease. Your reliance on sheer charisma and relentless drive, Napoleon, led men to adore you but also to follow you into disasters like Russia. A great leader spares his men unnecessary suffering.
Napoleon led through charisma, fire in flesh and blood.
You speak as if soldiers are delicate scholars sipping tea. Men march and endure because they love their leader and because he shares their danger. I ate their rations, slept in the mud with them. They adored me because I embodied their cause. Discipline without inspiration is slavery. My men fought with fury because I gave them purpose. What did your abstractions ever conquer? I conquered half of Europe.
And yet you lost it all, because you could not temper ambition with restraint. Leadership is not about adoration. It is about lasting stability.
At Austerlitz, the sun rose for me alone. My strategy was clarity itself, concentration of force at the decisive point, swift maneuver, relentless of faith. I saw opportunities where others hesitated. The world belongs to those who act, not those who whisper in riddles. My campaigns are still studied because they turned principles into action, not vague proverbs.
Your vision was brilliant but brittle. You dazzled with lightning strokes, yes, but you also overreached. True strategic vision is not to win a battle, but to win without battle. To manipulate the enemy so he defeats himself. Your lust for decisive clashes drained your strength. My vision is patient, fluid, like water carving stone.
The thunder of boots is the heartbeat of an empire. Without battle, there is no empire. Without audacity, there is no glory. Your endless patience may prevent disaster, but it also prevents greatness. I gambled, yes, but I gambled as a lion, not as a fox slinking in shadow.
A lion that charges blindly falls into the hunter's trap. A fox survives. Technology is a double-edged sword. The general must not worship the tool, but understand how it changes the balance of deception, terrain, and timing. Crossbows in my time, artillery in yours, these do not replace strategy. They only alter their form. A fool with a cannon is still a fool.
You underestimate the revolution of steel. The cannon reshaped fortresses. The musket reshaped formations. I did not merely adapt to them. I built my system upon them. Line, artillery barrage. The very architecture of modern war is my doing.
And yet technology seduced you into overconfidence. You believed your artillery would crush Russia.
But winter was a greater weapon. Nature remains the ultimate technology. Your failure to respect it proved your undoing.
Failure was not in my genius, but in the treachery of allies and the vastness of geography. Even so, history remembers me as the man who remade warfare. Tell me, Sun Tzu, who remembers your crossbow generals? Only because you wrote a book are you even here in debate.
And yet my book still guides generals while your empire lies in ruins. Which legacy is greater?
Perhaps. But only those who dare to command the storm ever reshape the world. Tell me, philosopher, if war is truly about avoiding battle, then why does the world honor conquerors, not sages? Why does history exalt Caesar, Alexander, myself, not those who avoided fighting?
Because history is written by the victors of fleeting moments. But wisdom transcends moments. Caesar and Alexander bled their empires dry. You, too, died in exile. My wisdom lives on because it avoids such collapse. The true general seeks not fame, but enduring strength. Napoleon, why did you not know when to stop? Why did you not consolidate your conquests instead of stretching to Moscow and beyond? Was it not pride and ego, not strategy, that destroyed you?
Because a general who stopped is a general who dies. Europe was aboard, and I was its master. To pause was to invite coalitions, to let enemies gather. I struck because striking was survival. Better to fall as an eagle than to live as a cautious sparrow.
Better still, to soar without falling at all. A great general leads with discipline, wins with foresight, and uses technology with wisdom, not vanity.
Peace is the dream of the weak. A great general is fire incarnate. A leader who makes men believe they can defy destiny itself.
He does not seek glory in reckless ambition, but ensures the security of his people.
Strategy must be daring, leadership must be iron, and technology must be the hammer that smashes old orders. I may have fallen, but the world still speaks my name, still studies my battle, still trembles at the shadow I left behind.
The greatest victories are invisible. The greatest generals are often forgotten. For their true achievement is peace.
Empires may collapse, but legends never die.
And so, across the centuries, two minds of war face the same eternal question. What truly defines a leader? Is it Sun Tzu's patient wisdom and discipline, or Napoleon's fiery ambition and force of will? Which philosophy wins the battlefield of history? Strategy or passion? Order or chaos? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this clash of empires and ideas, like, subscribe, and follow Studio AI for more epic debates that bring history to life. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on your favorite podcast platform, your support helps us keep the conversation and the conflict alive. This has been Studio AI's History Throws Down, Sun Tzu versus Napoleon, the art of war across time. Until next time, choose your strategy wisely.
The preceding podcast is an artificial intelligence-generated persona of two very famous people. While it is based upon the massive amount of information available on the named participants, and therefore is our attempt to approximate what an actual discussion might involve, it is intended for entertainment and perhaps information purposes, but there is no claim that it constitutes an accurate representation of any events or discussion that have actually taken place. Our objective is to shine a light on difficult, important issues in a thought-provoking environment, inviting our listeners to delve further into matters raised in the podcast.